Hi, welcome to Killian's Kitchen. I am doing tonight a smoked old-fashioned, but with a little bit of a twist, in more ways than one. Smoked old fashions have become all the rage. All the top end bars are going to have them, and it's quite a nice thing to see them make with all the smoke and everything. But it also tastes insane, absolutely insane. But I'm, as I said, doing it with a slight bit of a difference. So let's get started. What you will need: the big fat tumbler, simple syrup. Now I make my own simple syrup from brown sugar because I don't like white sugar one. But you can just use a sugar cube or just regular simple syrup you buy in the store. Bourbon, I like the Knob Creek because it's a little bit stronger. It's 100 proof. Also a big fan of Woodford Reserve. You need bitters, the regular bitters and the orange bitters, both made by Angostura, whatever. You will need a nice big fat ice block. Mine is round, you can do whatever you want. You will need a shaker filled with just regular ice and its cap, of course. You will need some oranges. You will need a piece of wood. Any old piece of wood will do from your garden or whatever. These are these hickory smoked or whatever they are. I don't know. You put on the barbecue. Doesn't really matter. Any wood will do. You'll need a lighter for the wood. And then, of course, you will need a jalapeno. That is the surprise. More on that later. Now, before we begin, we have to light this piece of wood. Now once the thing's on fire, pop it down on your cutting board and put the glass right over it, like that. And what it's going to do, if you can see, it's starving it of oxygen, and the minute it goes out, this is my favorite part, look at that. Bam! Just fills it up with, I love that. So leave it in for a couple of seconds. Okay, now that we've got a good amount of smoke, take a little book or a piece of cardboard or whatever, lift it up ever so slightly, slide that in there, making sure you don't get the piece of wood, and then turn it this way around. Try not to let the smoke escape. Now take your big ice cube. As I said, I like these round ones, but you can use those big fat square ones, whatever you want, and pop it in there and cover it up again. Now the ice cube and the glass are going to sit there with that smoke for a while we continue. Now take your shaker. As I said, it's filled with just regular old ice. And we're going to add our bourbon. Now, 2 tots or 2 ounces is what people usually do. I like to go a little bigger. There's probably more like 3 ounces in there. Take your bitters and give it a couple of dashes. Then take your orange bitters and do the same. Voila. And last but not least, your simple syrup. I'm going to do 1 spoon. You can also, like I said, do a sugar cube. Sometimes I'm going to do a little bit more because this is a small spoon. I like to use the sugar cube or just the regular brown sugar, but sometimes it doesn't dissolve easily enough. Close your shaker. Now, this is not a martini, so we're not going to shake the shit out of this thing to get it to aerate. We're just basically mixing and getting everything cold in there. Alright, let that sit for a while. Now take a vase or a bigger glass receptacle, doesn't really matter. Now this is kind of an optional part, you don't have to do this, but I like to do it. Take your wood and relight it that you just used and relight it. And once you got that going, pop it in there. Now take this thing and cover it. Let that sit. Now this, oh, beautiful. And the ice and the glass has got a little bit of a layer of the smoke on it, which is great. Now, take your mixture, give it another shot, and pour it over the ice. Beautiful. Now, jalapeno. This is where I differ from I've never seen a recipe with a jalapeno in it. I'm a big fan. Get a hot jalapeno. Ones that aren't spicy are not going to help you much. You only want 1 slice, and you want to cut it from somewhere in the middle. because what you want are those little pips in there, the little seeds, because that's where the spice comes from. And you just want that one slice. Pop it in there. Now take a potato peeler, take your orange, and let me do it up close. It's a bit difficult because I've already juiced this orange, so it's a little harder to peel, but basically what you want to end up with is that. Just using a potato peeler. And the orange peel, the orange skin has a bunch of oils and stuff in there. And so check this out. This is the coolest trick ever. Light your lighter and then take this between your two fingers like that and then squeeze. See that? I don't know if you can hear that, but it's kind of throwing a bit of orange flame all over the glass. And that's just igniting those oils and spreading it over the glass like that. And then now you take this and twist it a bit, rub it over the top, and then pop it in there. Take your shaker, give it a bit of a whirl. You don't need to whirl it much because you've already whirled everything in there. And now we are ready for our smoke. Now, be careful because there's a piece of wood in the bottom here, but smoke eventually sinks to the bottom. And so what you're going to do is take that off and just let that sit over there for a minute or so. And as you can see, the smoke is coming down into the glass. Beautiful. Alright, and there we have it. Smoky old-fashioned with a slice of jalapeno, burnt orange rind. Oh, that is complete and utter madness. Absolute madness. The thing about the jalapeno, you don't taste it. This is not a jalapeno drink. The jalapeno just adds a tiny bit of a bite in there that you can't recognize it as jalapeno. But complemented with the bourbon and the bite of the bourbon, and then the sweetness of the orange oils and the bitters, this is an insane drink. It has become my absolute favorite drink. It's an impressive drink to make for people or friends, and I think this is the best smoked old-fashioned that I've ever had, and I've had many. So I'll catch you next week. I hope you enjoy this as much as I'm enjoying this.